Hello there, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Super Cast Brothers. It's a Smash Brothers podcast that just won't get off the air, and I don't know why I've not yet been released from this fresh hell. But I am Zantok, otherwise known as Lister. We have John, otherwise known as Jonno, and our guest, again, he's been here a lot the past few episodes, and a lot just in general. It is Flamezone, otherwise known as Colton Chill Zone.
That's right.
That's right.
Thanks for having me back, boys. Always good to be
Austin
here.
wins.
It wasn't long ago we saw you in person. Boy, that was weird.
That was weird.
Yeah, we should not do that again.
Mm-mm.
It was like a tulpa where your soul was injected into a physical manifestation of yourself and delivered before us,
Via drone. That's right.
which we then proceeded to enjoy for 10 days? Incredible.
Nice.
A time.
I don't like the context.
But did you like those onion rings that you ordered?
They were good. There's a lot. That's the one thing that just still surprised me. Like the portion sizes of like the sit-down restaurants, at least, were just huge compared to here. I was like, oh my god.
You ordered a large appetizer of onion rings, which are meant to be shared between like 4 people, and that was your meal.
Well, the thing is, like, appetizers are supposed to be like, oh, hey, like, that's what you get before your main meal. And yeah, I guess what you're saying is you share it with 4, but I don't know, it was filling. But the other thing, too, is like the...
Well, yeah, you don't order
Chili's
one
appetizer.
appetizer per person. You order an appetizer for the table.
But I am the table.
You are the...
You were.
Bruh.
You were our table for 10 days.
Yeah.
We sat on you and put things on you. Or played Switch and Jackbox on top of you.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
No? This did
We killed
not happen
Dracula.
that way. Oh, yes, that did happen. But not on him.
It did. No. He contributed, though. You tried to kill Dracula with a cane.
And it was sharpened and it was wood! That's what a wooden stake is! It's just sharp wood! Nothing special about it!
Oh my gosh.
It was also a confluence of other Supercast Brothers special guests, Curb Walker, Gabe, Turbo Taxer. What a time that was. Holy moly.
Yeah. What a time.
What a time indeed.
Speaking of Kingdom Hearts reunion. Reunion of our own there.
A union cross, if you will.
Ah, there we go.
Flamezone XII.
You gotta think of like organization names for us with put an X in there. Noxchange. Whatever.
God. Mercurios.
Zantoks.
You gotta mix it up more than that. You don't put the X in.
Zantok with an X instead of a Z.
No. You have all the letters stay there. You just also add an X and you scramble it up.
Yeah.
That's how this works.
Zantok.
Hawks Nask.
I mean, the closest I've come up before is like, wait, hold on.
Jock Snow.
Someone probably made a generator. I bet you anything.
Oh yeah.
Let's see, Zantok. Let's see.
Yeah, Toxizan is the close, or Toxnaz or something is where I've gotten before.
Yours is like Kazakhstan. Weird. Jonno.
I think you put the K and the X next to each other. Non-jocks?
Non-jocks. Yeah.
Terrible name.
What do I got? X-Menzolf. Yikes.
For Trevor, I had to just put in his actual name because TurboTax was too long for this generator. Vretox.
TurboTaxer already has an X in his name too, so it's like, uh-oh.
True. Gay.
But also, Also, like the names of the organization members, like
Z-Bag.
none of them sound like normal names without the X. Like, oh, Lorium.
Mhm.
What was I don't
Well,
remember what all
like
of them
Axel
were.
has like the lamest one, right? Because Axel's
It's just Lee.
AXEL. It's Lee.
Yeah, it's Lea Lee. It's like, ooh.
Cool.
Z Z bag.
Z-Bag, yeah, for gay.
That was Zach. Ska. Oh my god. XZCAH. Good times. Good times.
Oh, enlisters, Ixlers. Ixlers.
That is
Texev
definitely a
is
name.
Steve.
There's also Sextril.
I-
If you want to be Sextril.
And I do
the
not.
Fuck. I am Xlev.
No, Texev.
Oh, so
Texev.
yes. I am
Use your
Texev.
ears.
And I am Jonno.
Oh, that's right. We were gonna do that. I forgot we were gonna do that for the intro for this one. Whoops. Too late.
Still
I've
fine.
already said who each other is. Fuck that.
You are Zantok.
Yeah, I sure am. So, couple things.
Flint and steel. Anyway.
I can walk.
Dick and Jack.
It's like what during our trip, we not only saw each other, we went to Jonno's little festival that gets like 100 people a year.
Yeah.
You are contemplating murder right now. I can tell. But we also were like, hey guys, let's go to a movie. And at first, we were just like, hey, let's see a serious, like, actual movie. And then somebody is like, hey guys, we should see the Minecraft movie, eh? And I'm just like, oh god, please no. I do not want to do that. And then John was getting convinced. I was like, ah, fuck me. And then the thing that made us like, okay, here's what made me like stop. Like I still hated it. Like here's what made me go like, okay, sure, fine, whatever. It was gonna be something more to talk about than the other one. The other one would just be like, okay, yeah, that happened. This one would be like, okay, this is something we can talk about, and we can make an episode out of it. It's like, ah, bitch, fine. I hate it.
And
Why would you do
here
this
we
to me?
are now.
And
I
here
bet
we
you
are
don't
now.
Remember the name of the other film?
No.
The Baby Driver, I think.
It was like the
amateur.
it was the
Oh,
A
yeah.
something.
Yep. Or Organization 13, we call it Moritex.
Vortex. Yeah, I thought that was a better choice just because it's more memorable. Because something I've learned with movies is like, hey, you can watch whatever movie as long as you're entertained, fine. And like the worst thing a movie can do is just be boring or unremarkable, right? It's like,
I mean, I think there are worse sins for movies. Like I refuse to watch the Venom movies because oh dear God, that just seems like a travesty. And I refuse to watch the Troll movies or Sing and Sing 2. Like I think I would have a worse time watching any of those. But the one thing we'll get into spoilers and everything. The one thing I will give the Minecraft movie right from the top that they did right is that as weird as the 3D look to the world was, they did a good job with setting up the world and having it look Minecrafty, just the weird CGI-ness of it, and establishing the rules of the game existing in this world, which don't make sense for them to work in a world like that. But they kept the actual rules of the game and they didn't Hollywood it. It's like, all right, I can respect that.
yeah, I think I would agree with that too. Off the top, I know like the first Sonic movie had a lot of critique because like you barely saw like Green Hill Zone, and he's like, oh, Sonic's in our world now. It's like, okay, whatever. Like,
Yeah,
Just
but
like Garfield before him.
yeah, but no, I think I'd agree with that for sure. I think some of the designs are kind of like gross in the end, like ugh. But
the
I think it kinda
penguins and the villagers were
Yeah.
very disturbing. It's the skin texture is what it was.
Mhm.
Yes.
Like as much shit as we gave the sheep initial trailer, the villagers were creepier by far.
Oh hell yeah! One of them though, very attractive.
Yeah.
One of them, the moment we see that villager go through the portal into the real world, we all knew exactly what they were gonna do with that. It's like, okay, I see what's happening here. This villager's gonna be the principal lady's new boyfriend, and that's gonna be the plot. I did not expect him to keep on showing more of it. It's like, okay, we're just going all in here. Alrighty.
Yeah. It was also like weirdly grounded for the first 20 minutes, where they were all just in the real world, going about their lives, and the real estate lady was like, "I'm so sorry your parents died." I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, they did a good
What
job of
the hell?
establishing how all four of these characters like are losers to traditional society. It's like, okay, you're selling me on the characters here, because why the fuck we have this setting, I don't know. But it's like, okay, you're giving me reason to see the character, like, okay, yeah, this is why we're following them and why they're going to the world, because
Mhm.
boy, the real world has treated them like shit.
Yep. Yeah.
That
What
said,
is
Garrett
her
is also just a
name?
shitty person, so hey.
Yeah. Yeah, and that led into like the most interesting part of the movie for me was them moving into the house and like opening their shit, and Emma Meyer's character getting the fucking opening the box of a memento from her dead mom, and it's the ugliest fucking like most disturbing porcelain pig ever, and it's just like,
Oh
I love you, mom.
my.
It's like, of all of the memes in this movie, that shit was so unbelievable. That was my personal highlight.
See, what's weird to me is like you were fucking losing your shit laughing at
Yeah.
that, and then me, I just look at him, just like, I don't get it. This what? Why is this the big humor point? What the hell? Like, I can't
To
even
be not,
remember what that looks like. I don't even remember that scene happening.
It was so good. It was so good. You could just tell that they took that shit from the attic of some other. There was some other movie that company was producing. They're like, "What the hell is this prop?" and threw it into the bargain bin. And then probably like Jack Black appears, just like, "Look at this porcelain pig! What to do?" And fucking let's use this.
I do
it's
believe
so
that
funny.
is what led to it occurring. Yes.
Yeah, that was great.
It, yeah, it was like so funny being at theater with you guys, and like I just hear like John just like stifle laughter 2 rows down. Like there's like sad music, like she's looking at this ugly pig like with tears in her eyes, and John's just fucking laughing, and his other kids, and it's like, oh, okay, don't laugh, don't laugh. This is not a laughing moment. You're just dying. And it's like, what the oh my god.
Oh,
I wouldn't
oh,
have, I wouldn't be,
oh!
I wouldn't have thought it was funny if he weren't just laughing so hard. My god. Oh.
God, thinking back to it is great. Even man, there was a lot of setup. The setup was solid though. I mean, aside from the pig moment, like getting the background of Jason Momoa's character, who is an annoying
The trash,
POS
the
in the
garbage
real world.
man.
Yeah, it was all. It was solid. I mean, it was good. Kids
Yeah.
movie fluff startup. Like it was like an old school. It reminded me of how like a '90s kids film would have been set up, which is not bad. It was solid. It was fine. Oh,
I thought there's like such harshness with like, or like, I'm trying to. I think the one critique with like their parents being dead for some reason is like would have changed much if they were alive, but just like not present much. Like I don't know. Like it was weird.
No, I
And then
mean,
like
you
there's
could
like
have
a
just
moment.
had like, I was like, oh yeah, our parents are at work. They had to go to work
Yeah, at
conference for
work.
like a month, and they just left us here. It could have been the exact
Yeah.
same setup.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because like there's like some times where just like it cuts to like this like they're like in a funny scenario, but then like they cut to like, oh yeah, like my mom was still alive. It's just like what? It's like what?
Yeah.
And like that one lady too, like the animal lady's like, oh yeah, sorry your mom's dead. Anyways, I gotta go back to my llama Jerry in the car. It's like okay. It's like what?
Yeah, right.
What was weird for me with
Oh
her
my
is
God.
like, oh, It's like, oh hey, that's the Orange is the New Black lady.
Yeah.
What is she doing here?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also like the female characters, they
Mm-hmm.
all very much took a back
Sidelined
seat. That's
hard.
my critique is that yeah, Danielle Brooks could have had a much larger role,
Mm-hmm.
more tertiary to Jason Momoa and Jack Black as the adult
Yeah.
female. It's like,
Considering
nope.
she's the animal
Uh,
lady, she could have been wrangling up
yeah.
all the Minecraft animals.
hmm Instead, you just had that focus on that one wolf whose name I can't remember, but it was
Dennis.
very, very
Dennis, I think.
emotional. Yeah, very emotional. What a song they had for him at
Yeah.
the end.
I had a theory with Dennis. I was like, oh, I think all the wolves are gonna be named Dennis whenever they become a regular dog. Because I thought it was gonna be like, oh my God, it's Citizen. The wolf just be like, I don't know who you are, but sure. And it's gonna be like, wait, this like I thought it was gonna be just like a different dog entirely. Just they all had the same name tag.
Yeah. That would have been funny.
Yeah, no, I do agree.
Yeah.
They're so one note, and they kind of distilled her character to like the animal lady, and that's kind of like all she's known for. It's like one of those things you don't know what to do with the character, so you just make it like a trope
Yeah.
the whole time. Yeah.
Oh, you mean like
yeah.
most crossover games, where it's like, hey,
Yep.
here, or even Doctor Who does. It's like, oh, hey, what were the defining things about this character? Uh, they they were in a place about roses, and they like talk about meats. They liked eating meat. It's like, okay, so we're gonna have them talk about meat like in 80% of their dialogue, and then roses in the other 20% of their dialogue. It's like,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
there's a lot more to them than that. No, okay, moving on.
Yeah. And then Emma Myers, her like whatever was going on with how they directed her acting in this film
Mm-hmm.
was also not it. And it's like
Yeah,
this is someone who's already critically acclaimed for the role in Wednesday where they're great.
yeah,
So I'm like,
much
okay.
better role.
It's
Yeah.
like I don't know what's going on here. It's probably just the material. She's like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah, I felt like that was like a big sticking point, like when they have like their one-on-one serious talks and like the acting so wooden. That's Henry's character too. It's like, oh my god,
Yeah.
that was more cringy than some of the like the cringy moments. Like some of their serious dialogue, like I was actually cringing bad.
Jack
Oh,
Black
Yeah.
and Steve, I said Garrett, and Jason
Jason
Momoa carried that movie
Yeah.
so fucking hard. They both
Mhm.
overacted, and it was like what their character. Maybe
fucking
Jack
hilarious.
Black was playing Jack Black. Let's be real. Jason Momoa was overacting, partly to the point that it was kind of necessary for him to do so, for there to
Yeah.
be any
Yeah.
kind of reaction to the movie. It's like, good.
Mhm. Right. Yeah, and watching like those guys do their press run for this movie, it is honestly like fun and entertaining to see them like singing the stupid ass songs that came out of this movie on tour and shit. It's and in the movie, it's like, oh, mom would have loved Steve's lava chicken. It's like,
It's like, please don't talk about that anymore, man.
la
Oh.
lava. Because like, what the hell?
Yeah, some of
That
that
was
that physical humor, with, like the chicken and like the and like the shoot. It's like, oh my god.
I would have liked that
Oh,
scene better if it wasn't explicitly like almost entirely in a trailer. It's like,
Mhm.
could we
Mm.
have like left that out of the trailers, please?
Yeah, right. The that song also was like so completely out of left field and unnecessary.
It's
Even though it's
Peaches
become a funny
2.0.
meme, it
It's
felt
just
like more out there than Peaches. I was like,
yeah,
what?
no. I mean, it was. What I'm saying is like, oh, hey, people lost their shit at Jack Black's Peaches song. Let's try to recapture that same energy, and that's what
Mhm.
created Lava Chicken. It's like, okay,
Yeah. Oh yeah. But they also do a good job, like of referencing the game. Like as cringy as some of the meme moments are, like the crafting table and
Yeah.
it's fucking it's what happens in Minecraft.
yeah.
You know?
I was really
Um,
glad though that they used the crafting table to create non-actual Minecraft things, like the bucket nunchucks and
Potato can or
the
whatever it was. Right.
yeah, it was like a chicken nugget launcher or some shit.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
was like,
Tater
okay,
tot launcher.
yeah, tater tot launcher. That's what it was. We were both right.
We could have used that at the tavern in the mall that night when we were
Mhm.
all eating the Sam's Club tater tots.
Mm. So I like that like they made some unique stuff for that. I was like, okay, we didn't just because otherwise, like if they were keeping the just in Minecraft things, like okay, all you could really craft is a sword or a bow, and maybe a
Yeah.
trident. I can't remember the trident's craftable or not. That would have been boring.
Mhm.
But I'm also glad they
Mm.
didn't go ham and just
Yeah.
be like, oh, here's a fucking gun. Thank God they didn't just do
Right.
that.
Yeah, seriously. It's
They-
not a good movie, but it's a good
It's
experiment.
faithful.
Like
Yeah,
It's
what they did was not what it was. It could have been far worse. It
yeah,
could have been far worse.
of course.
like the fact that people have been like going nuts in the theater, being weird, wild, crazy, which has which theaters have issued out warnings like, do not act out and throw shit in our theaters. They've been getting mad at people for good reason,
Yeah.
and now they've been releasing a block party version of the movie in theaters, encouraging the wild behavior. It's like, guys, you weren't supposed to be emboldened by the memes. Same thing with Sony and Morbius. You're not supposed to listen to the memes. You're supposed to stay off the internet. Don't look at the comment section.
Mhm.
God damn it.
The block. Oh my god! Yeah, I saw that starting to come up. I was like, is this really the second coming of this movie? Is
Yeah,
encouraging the behavior that all of these theater
Oh,
employees are
yep,
loathing.
sure is.
Um, I
oh my
mean,
God.
the companies are loving it, obviously, because it's the that meme is encouraging money.
Oh yeah,
But it's like
and
the
it's
day to
not
day
just
worker.
money,
I feel
but
bad for
it's
those guys.
encouraging it being talked about.
Hmm. Yeah, they. I mean, in the original run, Jack Black even came out into one of those theaters. Did you see? Did y'all see that video? Where
I
he,
don't look at videos people
yeah,
send me.
yeah, he showed up, and then he shows up and is like, "Oh, um, hello everybody, it is I, Steve," and he's like running around. All these kids are going crazy. He's like, "And remember, kids, no chicken jockey during this movie." They like actually tore him out of there to discourage it, and now the opposite is like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How old is
Mhm.
Jack Black? I had to look. He's only 55? Really? I thought he was older than that. God damn.
Yeah. Yeah.
His
Circling
real
back
name
around,
is
yeah,
Thomas.
that sounds like
JTB.
fake.
His name is actually Thomas Jacob Black. He
Nice.
picked a better stage
And
name for sure.
and his organization 13 named as Jack Black would be Bijak Black.
You don't
Jack
take the
Black.
first and last name. Jesus Christ.
As if anything else in that game makes sense.
Fair.
Eric, what were you saying?
It made
Oh,
sense as
I
a
was
dream,
saying like
bro.
circling back around to like yeah, like the some of the faithfulness, at least like the true to the game and stuff. Like they had like the water buckets, like
Yeah.
even like to be honest, like the diamond armor, like it looked horrible, but I mean it's pretty true. Like the blockiness of it.
That was
It's like
pretty funny.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I can respect it for like actually like a big thing with video game movies that like the directors feel like they know better than the source material sometimes and just like
Oh, yeah.
ignore that shit and do what they want to do.
Mhm.
And then
Yup.
fans
yeah.
hate them for it, right? And they didn't do it here, I will say.
The only thing that was weird is like, we have regular human people in the Minecraft world. Beyond that,
Mhm.
like the world was actually set up correctly. It looked with the CGI, but it was set up
Yeah.
and they followed the rules,
Hmm.
Yeah.
more or less.
Yeah. And it was a fun little romp. Again, it wasn't really an offensive film. So,
Yeah.
one thing I could tell you, I don't remember the villain's name.
Uh,
I barely remember her origin.
Pig lady.
It's like,
Malgosha.
yeah. Mm-hmm. That's like, okay, Malgosha became evil because she was dancing around and everybody thought it was bad. It's like, okay. It's like,
Her
what the
father
hell?
hated her dancing. He was like, "You're not a proper piglin. Go to the mines." And she lost Nether's Got Talent season 4,
Mhm.
and then she became depressed and hateful.
Yeah. I almost thought it was going to go another way, where Jack Black Steve, with the power of his song.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But and they kind of whiffed it on that, because she was not memorable to, like, as a villain at all.
But see, I'm
Like,
glad that she didn't get that redemption, because first of all, not every fucking villain needs a goddamn redemption arc. Jesus Christ, people. Some villains can just be villains, even if they have shitty motivation. But what I really liked about her defeat was the whole like her trying to get him to come close, so she could say something. Obviously, like everybody else, like okay, she's gonna try and gank him. We know this. And she's just like very limply tries to stab at him. He pushes away. It's like, yeah, that's what I fucking thought. Then she gets him to come back. I didn't even know she'd picked up the knife again. And she tries again. It's like, okay. And then the third time around, she's like, wait, no, please, I promise, I don't have a weapon. They picking up the knife's like, all right, I liked that. That she was like sticking to the evilness. And when she's like, nah, I want to stab you. Get closer. I'm tired, but I can still try. I did like that a lot.
Yeah.
that
That
was
was a funny gag.
that was the one very U-coded thing that happened in that movie.
Well, that and
That was-
anytime anybody
was-
got hit stupidly, it's like, haha, dumbass.
yeah, yeah. But some of the, like you were saying, like some of the way that things were created, like the graphics, the CGI on some of those monsters, I was like, oh god.
Yeah. Some of the
It's like
zombies are like, ooh.
I think the zombies look better
yeah.
than the skeletons, honestly.
Mhm.
Like, at least,
The
like,
cast
zombies
was
should look like this
yeah.
kind of weird facial texture. Well, skeletons, so it's just like, you don't look right.
Yeah, the chicken jockey zombie child,
Ugh.
disturbing.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Nasty.
And I
Ugly.
also don't get the delivery of that line. It's like, okay, I feel like he was just told that because they knew, like, people would latch onto him saying it weirdly. Well, it's like, in context of the movie, why did he say it like that? Like, I don't understand
know.
what you're doing.
I don't know. I don't.
It like I couldn't see the point of the meme when it's like, okay, yeah, he's just saying it in a really weird and obvious wink at the fans way.
Mhm,
It's like,
mhm.
eh?
Yeah, I don't know what sparked that.
Yeah, right. And then they also, I mean, that was one reference they made. They also did that very subtle reference to what, Technoblade, I think his name was, the pig with the crown.
Oh yeah,
You
yeah.
know?
I found out that was reference to like a famous Minecraft person that died while they
Mhm.
were making the movie.
Mm.
Yeah.
It was like, oh nah, he's the king. It's like, okay, I don't know the guy.
Yeah. Well, it makes you think. If we were making a Smash Brothers movie, we'd have to find a way to do that for our fallen friends.
But we don't have
That's fair.
friends.
No, you don't.
No, I don't.
But I'll sneak a reference to Pretty Pink Pony in there somewhere.
There will literally be like in Wii Fit Trainer's training room, just like a poster of a pretty pink pony. It'll literally be that.
Excellent. There you go. Perfect. um
Well, I
yeah,
was gonna say that.
that's
Oh, go ahead.
no, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say another moment I actually quite liked was like at the when they're thrust into the world and like they had to build their first house and stuff. Or I think there's Steve, but like he's like in the corner, like in a stress position, like there's like zombies outside like his first house, whatever.
Yeah.
And you slowly builds it better and better. Like, oh yeah, like you actually done that in Minecraft, right? Have like a shitty start and then like get used to it or whatever. So I thought that was cute.
My
They just had some
my
cool stuff like that.
my first house in Minecraft is always, oh shit, night came quicker than I was ready for. Dig 2 blocks in the dirt, put another dirt block over my head, and then wait 10 minutes. That's my first house in Minecraft. It's like, uh-oh.
There you go. And then Henry comes in like the fucking Minecraft Messiah and builds like this fucking 80,000-foot tower.
Yep.
And it's like, oh, and Steve's like, wow, and there you go. skadoosh, Henry.
Also, they
This-
had a scene in there where like Steve makes his own Steve theme park, and you can see it in the background, like when they get to the world, and like when you're talking about the zombies and they're building their tower.
Mhm.
You can see the theme park in the back, but you never go there.
Yeah,
Why was that not a setting for the movie?
that's true. Yeah, we just I thought it would be like we just got lava chicken instead.
That's where the final confrontation with Malgosha should have been. It should have been at the
Yeah.
theme park, and they're destroying the place.
Yeah, that would have been great. That would have been too highbrow for them, I guess.
Too much budget
And
in
then,
that.
yeah, and instead they just had to have the villager love arc.
Oh yeah, like the villager guardians were like oddly important the whole time, right? It's like, I
Yeah.
don't even remember them being the thing. The golems, whatever they are.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, they were. Yeah, it was interesting. It was they like that. Just kind of serves the point that they represented the world well.
Yeah.
And then moving into like the mid credit scene with Jennifer Coolidge and the villager, and he's like, "I have now learned how to speak like a human," and she's like, "I in turn have learned how to speak like a villager, and we're together now." I was like, "Oh, wow."
There's so
Wow,
much
what is-
time dedicated to that gag too. Like it kept
Yeah.
on going back over and over and over. I'm just like, what the fuck is this about? Like, was the payoff worth it? Like, I don't know.
I don't know. Do you think the payoff was worth it?
Not really, but it was
Alright.
kind of a good chuckle.
Me either.
Like, I don't know.
Not really, but at the same time, I'm like, if I were writing this movie, I'd totally do this dumbass shit. It's like this. It's like this is great in a very self-hating way.
Oh my god.
Like I could see as the kid me being like, wow, that was great. Oh my god.
The actor that voiced that villager, I don't know if he was like officially cast or if he just like got the offer first, but he was the one that they originally had picked to play Steve instead of Jack Black.
Oh, interesting.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know what changed, if he rejected it or what it was, but apparently he was the original pick.
That is really odd to think about anyone other than Jack Black in that role, honestly.
I hate to say it, but yeah. I mean, who else
Yeah.
would it have been that would have had the same kind of energy?
He is Steve.
Yeah. Like if there's
Flint
one
and
thing
steel.
he has perfected the franchise. Like he has learned how to inject himself in a way that somehow does not feel as tacked on as other actors
Like Chris
The
Pratt.
Rock. Yeah. Or Chris
Hey, it's me,
Pratt,
Mario. What do we do about it?
Kevin Hart, but hey, it's me, Garfield. What are you gonna do about it? Star-Lord.
Lasagna, am I right?
Lasagna.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, the Mario movie. Yeah, that's the thing. Mario just sounded like fucking Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
It was just Donkey Kong. You know.
You Mario, I'm throwing a barrel at you, brother.
Yeah, seriously. God.
The casting for the Mario
Um,
movie is just so fucking cursed. It's not good.
Oh yeah.
Peach was good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And Jack Black as Bowser is fine.
There's a few good ones they had, but it's like, you really that's your Mario? Like, Nintendo, I thought you were supposed to be protective of your IP, like to a unhealthy degree. What the fuck?
I still have that image of Miyamoto next to a black and white image of Chris Pratt in my head.
He's so cool.
First of all, the use of black and white, I thought Miyamoto was announcing Chris Pratt's death. It's like, what the
Would have been
hell
a weird
is
place for
going
that.
on? Yeah, exactly.
He's so cool.
That was so great. That was ridiculous. It did turn out much better than I thought it would. I enjoyed that movie.
Me too.
But yeah, I enjoyed it more than the Minecraft movie, in fact.
It's so refreshing that we're in an era where they actually are making video game movies that care about the source material. Like even Sonic's sequels, I think are going. I don't know. I don't like the human integration stuff, but I grew up with Mortal Kombat and like Resident Evil, and they're like slop, like they're terrible,
For
right?
real, for real.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the Sonic movies are the king of all this shit.
Yeah, the Sonic movies have
Mhm.
been kicking ass.
Nice.
Mhm. Yeah.
Like
no, it
the first
started,
one
but
had its awkwardness, but
Yeah.
2 was leagues better. 3 was better than that. The Knuckles show was also good.
Mhm. Yeah, it's gonna be Sonic and Mario touching down for. Then we have the Zelda live action, which could kind of take everything
Ugh.
that we all just said positively about game movies and trailers and roll it on back. So
Like
we'll see about that one.
I want to have faith because again, like Nintendo is notorious for coming down
Mhm.
on you hard if they don't like what you're doing with their IP. But also, again, Chris Pratt.
Well, thank
Is Chris Pratt
goodness.
in that one too?
No,
No,
but the fact that they
thank.
picked him for
Oh, okay, okay.
Mario, it's like,
Mhm.
what the hell?
Thank
Like, is
goodness that movie magician Avi Arad is directing the Zelda movie.
Is he directing? I thought he was just like producing.
Or is he either which way? That's a big role to have.
And Avi Arad is such shit.
Produced. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's producer.
So better than
Mhm.
what we could have. But like,
Right. Still means that he's financing it, and whatever that means for whatever he encourages the direction to go in. It's like, we'll see. Toby Maguire as Link. Anyway, sorry, Tom Hardy
Yep.
as Link.
Will Link be like talking? He must be, hey, in this film.
I would imagine so. Yeah.
I mean, he
There's a
has to.
way. Yeah. Yeah, I think
I just
there's
want
a
to hear him
way.
go, yeah, what, yeah, the whole time instead.
It's gonna be Tom
That's more
Holland.
faithful.
Mhm. It's going to be Timothy Chalamet.
It's gonna be
Timothy
May.
Chamomile,
Yeah.
and then Gandorf is gonna be Keanu Reeves.
God.
Please. Why would you
Curse.
put that out there?
Curse.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put this question up there. If you had to cast Keanu Reeves as any Zelda character, who do you think is the pick? Because I have
Tingle.
thought. Okay. Flamezone?
Just the voice for the boat from Wind Waker.
So you want him to be the king of Hyrule?
Just the
Alright.
boat, just the voice though.
I'm gonna say the Happy Mask Salesman.
All right.
I want
That's gonna be my pick.
Shigeru to be that. Just like put Miyamoto as that role, like wrinkly old Asian dude.
I mean, that's what he's based on, so they could easily do that.
Miyamoto could be Hestu as well.
Except, does Miyamoto? Like, well, we don't really ever hear him speak English.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Keegan Michael Key could be Ganondorf?
No, absolutely not.
Ganondorf is a problematic role to fill because if they put anyone in there who is not brown,
Or dark
there
skinned,
will
yeah.
be an issue.
I think Ganondorf is going to be the heart, like the most important character to cast, because you know, there's no real like impression on how Link should be.
Mm-hmm.
He's different all the time, but Ganondorf needs to have a presence to him.
Yeah.
He needs to have something that can look the part, sound the part, and move the part.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I don't know who that is.
There have been some popular fan casting, some of which I don't agree with. Like there was a movement to say Andy Serkis should play Ganondorf. I was like, what?
No!
It's like, what the fuck?
Absolutely
But the most popular
not.
fan casting, I think, is Idris Elba, and that I could see. But would he do it? I mean, he's Knuckles, so
I don't know if Idris Elba is the pick.
yeah.
It's like
I
could see he can do a
Yeah.
deep voice, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, who's
Yeah.
the wait a minute? Wait a minute. Who's the guy from Walking Dead that has the dreadlocks? Like the king or the emperor, whatever the fuck his title is?
Ezekiel, Carrie Payton.
Carrie Payton.
The
Yeah,
Penguin King from
I could
Mario
see that.
movie.
If
Yeah.
I got to pick again, or if I'm
Yeah.
picking Carrie Payton,
That would be great. That would be solid.
Snake.
There's another actor in like House of Dragons that could be good with like dreadlocks too. Might be the same actor.
It's not, but I know who you're talking about. The
Yeah.
guy who plays Corlys.
Yeah.
Coriolanus Snow?
Corlys actor Steve Toussaint is his name.
Toussaint?
He's yeah.
Croissant?
Yes.
How do you
That's
spell that?
funny. Like
CRO.
Toussant. Toussant.
Stanley Tucci?
Yeah. he's a good actor. It's funny looking at
Stanley
his other
Tucci has
stuff
to have
outside
Matt
of-
Salesman.
Yeah. There you go.
You know it's the pick. You know it is.
Oh no.
Oh god. Back to Minecraft, because we kind of got off that rather quickly.
Alan Cumming as Tingle. The contemplation.
It's not bad, actually, looking at it.
I don't
They
hate
would
it.
totally.
I don't hate it.
Yeah. They would totally like CGI like Hugh Grant into a fucking green tea.
Oh my god.
Not again.
Yeah, the Oompa Loompas all over again. Oh.
So,
But yeah, Minecraft movie, that deep foray into cinematic artistry. Yeah, what about it?
yeah, artistry. That's a word to call it. So we're getting a Minecraft 2, right? It's gonna happen.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's
They probably knew that.
It's already good. Day one, first day that movie being released, that shit was fucking greenlit.
Yeah. I
I
wonder like, what
wouldn't be
the
surprised if there's a 3 around the bend too.
Could be.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got involved.
They teased Alex at the end.
Yeah, they teased Alex. Although I think they've all said before, it's like they may not have the same cast. Like they called it a Minecraft movie specifically. That way, like they wouldn't be beholden to like doing the same people. They can do like a different story in the Minecraft world. So it may not have any of those human characters. Who the hell knows? I think it's likely that Jack Black at the minimum will be back. And I think strong shot of Jason Momoa if he's not busy with anything else. Just because they were the two that actually showed enthusiasm. I would not be surprised if the others are all gone because they either A were sidelined, B had a not good performance, or C both.
Yeah. I can imagine the kids having like a time jump of being replaced with different actors or something.
Yeah, that could be too. Like maybe it'll be a few years they're a little bit older, or something. Who knows?
Like their parents. Oh my god.
But like I think
What
considering they teased Alex, like okay, they probably bring Alex in. I just really hope they don't do a love interest thing with Jack Black Steve. Like, please, dear God, can we keep that out? I'm fucking begging you.
Maybe the love interest is Steve reuniting with Malgosha.
I would take that more than the generic Alex.
Maybe Steve reuniting with Chicken Jack.
Oh god.
They'll end up adopting the chicken jockey is what's gonna happen.
Oh my god.
That'll be the final scene of 2 is they adopt the chicken zombie or the chicken jockey baby zombie. That's it. That's the finale. That's the post credits scene.
Honestly, yeah. That would be my prediction. Steve and Alex get together to the chagrin of us, and then they adopt Chicken Jockey.
Yep. And then I think the plot's got to involve the end and the Ender Dragon. It just has to. Like we've seen the overworld, we've seen the Nether. You gotta give us the end next. What they do after
also,
that, I don't fucking know. I mean, there's the Wither, but does anybody give a shit about the Wither?
Yeah, maybe a Minecraft
Ooh.
movie, third Minecraft movie is about Steve, Jack Black entering Smash Brothers.
Actually, I was thinking about the Undersea Fortress and the Guardians.
Yeah,
We do something with that.
Yep.
I
Jonno, you
also
don't know
want
what
to
the
touch on
fuck I'm talking about.
I do. It's from Minecraft.
Uh-huh.
I also want.
Yeah. What were you saying?
Oh, I was gonna say I wanted to touch on like the box office versus budget, whatever too, and like recent reports are saying $870 million in the box office and budget 150 million. So they made bank off this
Yeah.
one.
Sequel's
Oh, hell yeah.
greenlit.
Yeah.
It's happening.
Yeah.
I want off this planet.
They made so
So you-
much money. Oh my
so
god.
you can watch the Minecraft movie from outer space.
No.
We
Fucking leave and never come back.
we'll end up on the same ship as Katy Perry.
I'll take it.
So long as they don't put you and her together like Alex and Steve. That'd be just so predictable.
Just don't let me come back to the planet. Just leave me up there. Leave me up in space.
There you go. There you go. Okay. You don't know. Like she could end up being a Smashtopia submitter.
You're going too far with the spit. It's lasted too long. Move on.
Chicken jockey.
Chicken Jack.
I hate this movie.
I think the fan reviews were right.
Context, information.
Oh, just like I saw like some of those insane like fan reviews too. Oh my gosh, see if I can find it again. There's like a lot of them just like, yeah, this is a cinematic masterpiece. I cried and I pooped and I shitted and I threw popcorn at chicken jockey. Oh my gosh.
I am proud of our theater for not doing that.
I think because I think it's just us.
I'm not proud of our theater because that should not be something that you should just that people need to have to think about not to be.
Yeah,
You should just by default not be a shitty person in a movie theater. I shouldn't have to be proud of basic human decency. So no, I will not give people credit for not throwing a fucking food everywhere and being a little shithead. You know I'm
What are you going to
right.
give to the people that were shitheads?
A
Corporal
smack to the
punishment?
head.
There you go. There you go.
You sit the fuck down or you'll get the fuck out.
Yeah, right. I mean, you could tell the dude that like rung us up at the concession stand. He was like, "Oh yeah, it's a wild one." It's like, "Oh, great."
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we had a well-behaved theater, all things considered too. That was good. Yeah, because I think that behavior is just horrible. I've seen lots of like freakouts too, like where the managers come in and start screaming at them and stuff. It's just like, like the kids are like, who does he think he is? It's like, well, the manager of the theater you're throwing popcorn in. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like
The guy in charge that could kick you out legally.
Yeah.
And ban your family from ever coming back.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
People are entitled as shit when it
yeah.
versus like service industry. People like, you think you're entitled to everything. It's like, no, the customer is not always right. You're missing the other half of that quote, moron.
Mm-hmm.
I got this review from Isaac here on Rotten Tomatoes, 2.5 stars. Why couldn't they include all the features of Minecraft? I wanted to see the Warden, the Trial Chambers, the Ender Dragon, the Blazes. This fell short of my expectations by about a few percent. Thank you, Isaac.
Honestly, yeah, the Blazes would have fit in. Like, obviously, some of that would not have. I don't even know what the fuck the Warden is. And the Ender Dragon just had no place in the plot. But the Blazes easily could have been part of things.
The very next review is just chicken jockey with 5 exclamation marks and 5 stars.
That
So.
one was a 5-year-old. I hope. In reality, it was a guy in their 20s.
It was actually Eric just posting it.
Probably. He's just reading all of his reviews. They meet with different accounts.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
yeah.
CTRL plus alt plus delete this film.
Delete Win32 this movie.
Yeah. Maybe I am a fossil, but I don't think it's a good movie.
Sir, take it from me, you are a fossil, but you're also correct.
1 out of 10. Unexpected. Not suitable for children. What? One
This
of
other
the
review.
concerning aspects of the film is that it includes hidden messages and content that are not appropriate for children. What are they talking about?
I don't know, but I want to know.
Like, the movie appears to be targeting the same audience as kids and young teens, yet it delivers scenes and messages that are more mature or confusing or even questionable. There were moments where I genuinely felt uncomfortable imagining children watching certain scenes. Whether intentional or not, these inappropriate undertones should not exist in a film loved. But what?
Okay,
They
first
don't
of all,
explain it at all.
they're talking about the villager and the lady. I think that's what they're talking about for sure. Second of
Or
all,
chicken. Roasting
inappropriate
chicken.
themes and messages in kids' movies has been around since at least the 80s. Because that's how they get the adults to go watch the movies with their kids.
Yeah. Honestly, this sounds like an AI generated review. Like, this person has to be trolling. Yep.
Although this movie,
I think they're saying exactly what they believe. I don't think that's a troll. I don't think that's an AI. I think that is a Christian Fundy.
although this movie has no character development or a coherent plot, it was peak. 5 stars.
Yeah, there was no
10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Flint and steel.
Again, like some of those just said really weirdly, but why? There was no reason to say it with such a strange tone. I
For the
don't understand
memes.
why it's funny.
Literally, yeah.
People
it
need to
was
get a
for-
better fucking taste in humor. Because there was no humor there. Like, was there humor in the movie? Yes. Was it there in the delivery of Chicken Jockey or Flint and Steel? Or I Am Steve? No!
Hold on.
He just said it
Where
a
was the-
weird way for no fucking reason.
Where was the humor then for you?
I forget. Oh yeah, when Malgosha was trying to stab Jack Black. There was the humor.
And that was it. And that was
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, pretty much.
With quotes such as water bucket release and they love crushing a loaf, this cinematic masterpiece truly stands out amongst its predecessors.
Sure.
God. 5 out of 10. Forgettable, but glad kids liked it.
I mean,
So we should go. Go ahead.
sure, kids are allowed to have a good time and enjoy kid movies, but can we get things that aren't brain rot?
We do. Sonic movies.
Yeah, you're right.
We should go around the table and just say whether or not we like the film, yes or no, as a
No.
holistic.
Oh, sorry, that wasn't me telling you we shouldn't do that. That was my answer.
Oh, okay.
Just no, I did not. Like, do I agree with
Yeah.
your point on why we should have watched it over the other one? I agreed with your point. Do I think it was a good movie? Did I enjoy it? No. God, no.
Okay, hold on. I will say it was not a good movie. Fundamentally not a good movie, but I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun.
I've already
The
stated
soul
all of my
satisfies-
positive thoughts that I had. All of my positive thoughts have already been said, and that's all I got.
I agree with Flamezone. like it sucks, but that's why I enjoyed watching it. It was an experience, especially to share it with you both. Like
Yeah.
We created a once in a lifetime moment until we all get back together and watch the second one.
Kill me. Kill me
Chicken
now.
Jockey 2.
Be
It-
watching the fucking Malgosha biopic.
what you said, Jonno, reminded me of something like how people just like, oh my god, it was such a train wreck that I couldn't stop watching. It was like it was so bad, but it was that made it good. It's like, no, if something's a train wreck, it's bad. If something is so bad that it's good, like no, then it's just bad, and you have low standards. I'm sorry. The people that enjoy that like couldn't stop like I'm talking about my father here. The people that were just like, oh my god, I couldn't take my eyes away from Tiger King. You need better standards.
Tiger King. God. I would watch the Minecraft movie every day of my life than watch an episode of Tiger King.
Yeah, I'll agree to that.
Cruel.
I'll agree to that.
Yeah.
Oof.
God.
Yeah, it's
That's pretty bad if you agree with it. Good Lord.
Also,
Jesus
I love to
Christ.
change my statement slightly. I'm not sorry. You need better standards. I do not apologize.
Yeah.
Do better.
It was better than I also thought the movie was
There's
better
a
than
reason
I
I'm the
expected.
angry
Because
one.
I did think it was going to be a train wreck. It wasn't
Yeah.
quite a train wreck.
like
It
not
was-
like Morbius or Venom tier, right?
Oh,
It's like
it was better than both of those films.
I would
I'll give
watch
it that.
Minecraft more than I would have watched Morbius. And I have not watched it yet, but I have absolutely no denier. No desire at all. It's like no thank you.
Yeah. Morbius, Craven, Madam Web. It's like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
how did they fuck it up so bad?
Because it's Avi Arad.
Yep. Sony fuckery. Like we're never quite gonna get what we want with Spider-Man, which is
The only way we
Spider-Man
will
being
is if like Sony, big Sony, tells them sell Spider-Man back to Marvel, or they sell off the entire movie edition. That's the only way things will be righted.
Mm-hmm. We're supposedly getting like a Planet Hulk project coming up, which we never thought would happen. Fox X-Men are back into this world. It's like, okay, maybe.
I think the Planet
Maybe
Hulk
one day.
project is bullshit. I don't think it's happening
Yeah.
because they
Wouldn't be
the insiders have been saying we're getting Planet Hulk for the last like 8 years.
True. The insiders have also changed recently. Like we discredit a lot of the old guard now for good reason.
And She-Hulk also kind of muddied those waters, I feel.
Yeah, is like Scar ever actually going to be referenced in the MCU?
Supposedly, he's supposed to be in something. I think like he's going to be in the next Avengers,
Mm-hmm.
but who the hell knows for sure?
Okay. One thing's for sure: Jack Black as Steve isn't going to be.
No, but we'll have Jack Black as I try to think of a role fast enough, and I couldn't get to one. Jack Black
Cannonball.
as Sabretooth. Wait, no, Jack Black is Toad. Jack Black as
Jack Black as
Toad.
There you go.
that totally could be solid. Yeah. Actually, wasn't Blob in a Marvel movie?
Yeah, Blob was in X-Men Origins Wolverine. We had Blob, and then a different version of Blob was in Deadpool 3.
Right.
I think, pretty sure.
Yeah. Or we'll get a scene of like Star-Lord crashing out, watching Jack Black as Steve as Chicken. Watching a Minecraft movie at the start of the show, and then he will be in. Actually, if they pull that skit, Chris Pratt will be watching like Garfield or Parks and Rec.
You remember in Zombieland when they get to the middle of the Murray part, it's like, oh, after he gets shot and he's dying, he's like, I have one regret, and it was Garfield. Fast forward 40 years. They're remaking Zombieland. They bring in Chris Pratt for the exact same role and the exact same dialogue. My one regret was Garfield.
That's
I'd write that.
Yeah. Yeah. That would make good out of bad, indeed. A diamond armor in the rough.
Okay, speaking of the diamond armor being square, which I like that it was square. So something that I think was a missed opportunity that they really could have done as like a twist for the movie.
Mm-hmm.
He was human looking, like normal human, but they should have had it in there where it's like here would have been the push to make people not stay there forever. If you stay in the Minecraft world for too long, you start becoming square. And they could have just showed Jack Black like parts of his body start to become square and blocky. And then he's like having minor freakouts and he's trying to hide it. And that's the push that
Hmm.
he gets to actually leave and go back to the real world where, he goes
Yeah.
back to normal. And he has to be careful if he ever goes back. It's like, oh, I can't get all blocky again. I can't do that. That
Mm-hmm.
they
That would be
should have
good.
done
idea.
that.
Yeah. Does that also work in reverse then? Like Dennis would eventually just become a regular wolf?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
The villager becomes just some guy with a bad unibrow.
Yeah, Villager is why I'm hesitating to answer this question.
Right.
It's like
Under like
trying
a
to
huge
picture
nose.
that forehead. It would have been
Yeah.
prosthetics as fuck, which would have been an even bigger sin against Marvel when it's like, oh hey, we didn't do the prosthetics that we originally planned for the leader. Instead, we just fucked up his head and made it look like it was curly. Like, yeah.
Right, yeah.
They had the prosthetics. They shot with them, and they decided to go in different directions. Like, why?
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that a few days ago. It's dumb.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Jesus
Mhm.
Christ. I
What a
hated this
film.
movie. I hated
Yeah.
this. Why?
I
Why?
guess
Can we talk
yeah.
about the rest of the trip now? Can we transition? Hey,
Yes, although I will say I liked the final song. Well done, Jason Momoa and Jack Black. What a way to end it.
sure, whatever that was.
It was The Super Friends Are At It Again by Steve and Gareth.
Garrett.
Garrett Garnett.
Ga-
Garrett.
Garrett.
That guy. That guy. The 80s video game championship thing.
Yeah, that guy.
I did also like the callback to the Nintendo like power tournaments. I will say.
That was
Oh,
cool.
Um, yeah. Yeah, we could talk about the rest of the trip. We could do that.
Williamson, what was your favorite part of the trip?
Chicken Jack.
Was your favorite part of the trip what? Oh, we could talk about the cow guy.
Yo, true. That was
Look
wild.
at
He's gonna go
Oh
grab
my
his flint and steel.
he's gonna come back in full diamond armor.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Oh, favorite part. I don't know. It was a good trip overall. I think
Turns out
kind of
it's
cliche, I guess, but like the whole folk festival like was really cool. And I
yeah.
mean, that was like a big event to the whole trip. But I also have a really soft spot for like our we alluded it to the beginning with like the cane, but like the escape room was a really cool experience too.
Mhm.
Lots of good food too. Yeah, that was all good.
Yeah, it was a dream come to life. The Flamezone entering the physical realm for the first time, much like the villager in the Minecraft movie.
Yeah, I yearn for the mines.
Why was that old guy still alive and when Jack
I
was
don't know.
50 years old and anyway.
Yeah, I think we were saying it would have been funny if he came back. He's a skeleton on a chair or something with a big beard. It was like, oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that would have been entertaining to me. That would
Mm.
have been pretty good. Um, yeah, he's been gone for a while, but oh,
Yeah, the past still wants me. Yeah.
yeah, the past still wants me too.
I went and used the bathroom.
Okay, good. I'm glad you did. It's an exciting topic like a Minecraft movie would get the blood pumping,
What, you yearn for the porcelain?
The porcelain
Yes.
pig.
Also, yeah, that old man definitely should have been just a skeleton in a chair. Like that would have been a lot
Yeah,
funnier than him still being there.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. It was like what?
Yeah, yeah. It was interesting meeting Eric for the first time at the Phoenix airport, and just like Eric's like, "Oh yeah, I'm here," and I just show up. I'm just like, "Oh, there you are," and there's like no pretense. It's like not this picture moment, It's just like, "Oh hey man,
Yep.
Hey.
there you are."
Like,
It's
oh,
like,
hey.
wow, welcome. Let's go. It's like I've known you for so long.
Yeah,
There was like the transition was seamless. It was like nothing. I was like, oh
yeah.
hey, let's go. Let's go. Let's leave to Quick Trip so that way you could buy $65 worth of Monster Energy drinks before you get to the Airbnb in
Jesus
Tucson.
Christ.
Yeah, and like always some of the locales there just like, let me get the door for you. It's like, ooh, okay.
It's that area,
Yeah,
metro late at night is what it is. But yeah, it was an interesting first interaction for you, I'm sure.
yeah.
But the cashier was like stoked. She's like, "You're from Canada. What brings you here? You should try this and blah blah blah." But it was interesting. It was like 20 drinks later.
Yeah, and you got some of your monster energy things for water.
Yeah, that sucked. Yeah, like so I didn't look too closely at what I was buying, and it's like, oh, this looks really cool because it's like very decaled out and like cool logo design and stuff. I'm like, I wonder what kind of flavor well water is. And then check it out. I'm
Well
like, oh, it
water.
really is.
Water
It
flavor.
really is just water. I'm like,
It
oh,
really
Yeah,
not
is
spark.
just water.
that
Blew
should
my
be
mind. Like,
you,
why are they
you had
making
like some
monster branded water? It tastes like water. It makes no sense.
and he had some brutally like American themed monsters with like eagles and the fucking flag. I was like, wow.
Freedom flavor, whatever the hell it was called. It's like, oh my god. It
Better
was,
or worse than
yeah.
freedom fries.
I don't even know what those are.
Some years ago, I think it was around like the 9/11, around when that occurred. People were just like trying to make a push, like rename French fries to be freedom fries. It's
I
like
forgot about that.
you
Oh yeah.
guys need to get your fucking priorities together, because Jesus Christ, there is something
What
wrong
did
with
the
you.
French do? What did the French do? You had to rename it.
Well,
They didn't say thank you.
That's right. They
they
didn't wear a
opposed
suit.
the Iraq War. They opposed the Iraq War, so that's
Mm.
where very, very
That's what it was.
like Americans were like, we need to rename the French fry.
That's like something Trump would do now.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm just waiting for the executive order to come in. It's like French fries are now freedom fries, and French toast is freedom toast.
And everyone has to watch my favorite film, a Minecraft movie.
That would explain so
Renew your
much.
license. Yeah.
Talk about brain
So
rot.
who do I think should be Steve in the next film? Well, me. Anyway,
A- a-
go.
Another thing that surprised, I thought you guys were like collectively messing with me when you were talking about like this restaurant chain called Raising Cane's. Like, oh yeah, it's about like a lineage of dogs. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like, that sounds like a joke. That's like a. It's like, oh yeah, they only serve chicken strips and cane sauce, and no one quite knows what that is, but it tastes good. It's like, what are you guys doing down there? But
Our
admittedly, it was
best.
good. It
We
was
are
good.
trying to live. It's not going well.
Yeah. Cane sauce is like horseradish. It's
Ugh.
not really a mystery. We were messing with you. Yeah, that was solid. It was good. Um, yes, it actually is a lineage of dogs named Cain. And they are risen. They are.
Okay, I
Um,
guess so.
we were messing with you a few times, and I'm not quite sure if
Oh
you
yeah.
telegraphed that or not. Um, do you have a guess?
With
And
a
we haven't
restaurant
told
in
you.
particular?
Yes. Not a particular restaurant, but something served at a restaurant.
I don't know.
The whole trip, Lister was like, and he just keeps believing it. I mentioned this thing at the party we did, like in front of Chris and all those guys, and no one like we just kind of I don't know how that conversation didn't lead to this doesn't exist, but it didn't, and it was
Oh, the garlic rings. Is that what it was? Is fake?
Yes,
yeah yeah
yes.
Oh.
yeah. For the discerning viewer, we had mentioned that in the States something
Don't
more
put this we out here in the world. This was you. This was you, and I minorly backed you up. Minorly. Feels like is he not calling this out? All right, I'll back it up just a little bit to
yeah,
try and make it more
yeah.
obvious.
Okay, I had expressed to Flamezone that in the States, the local delicacy tends to be a garlic ring versus an onion ring. There are more restaurants with garlic rings, mashed garlic in the form of a fried ring, than onion rings. They're like, really? We've got to try that.
It's like then when you and I went to that restaurant for lunch one day, and you ordered like the whole onion ring appetizer, I thought for sure it's like you're gonna pick up on the bullshit now, right? Because you're seeing that there's onion rings here, right? You're gonna pick up on the. Nope. Okay, I can't be the one that gives you the answer. I can't. It's not on my shoulders.
That's how I found the rare onion ring in the wild. Like, oh, I got lucky. Because garlic rings did sound pretty horrible. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, ooh.
Apparently, they do exist. There's a potato garlic ring that somebody made that we can all cue the recipe from and cook together.
No thanks. I'll pass.
The potato would save it quite a lot, actually, I think.
Probably. I mean, if you douse it in like a garlic oil, it's probably fine. But it's like, oh my gosh, that is just a round, a circular French fry. Though. I mean,
It's kind of like a different pierogi. It's like, oh, okay.
right. But yeah, that was memorable. The folk festival obviously is memorable, and thank you guys for helping with that. Like Eric did a lot of cleanup duty, and Lister slang beers with me and
Yeah.
Gabe.
I didn't
Trevor.
sling beers really because that was the other side
Oh
of the
yeah,
tent.
yeah.
But I
Oh yeah,
took care
you
of the rest of
selling
the merch.
shirts. You were responsible for selling shirts, and there was a noticeable bump on that day. It's like, oh, historically, we sold more shirts at the North Church stage this year compared to previous years. It's like, oh yeah,
Because
that's
we
because
had it
this was
actually
better
set
work.
up as a fucking display so people could
Yeah,
see all the merchandise and just be like, what is there? It's like, no, there might be sure. No, we had everything properly set up.
yeah.
It's
And
about
Trevor and I,
presentation.
it is, and Trevor and I danced right in front of you, and Gabe was there, and you got to meet him in person for the
Yep.
first time, which was an experience, I'm sure, because he is the most active man that I know. Like just
He
in
is
terms of
energy, capital E energy.
he's a great guy. I'm glad that y'all connected.
Yeah.
Um, and it was cool. Like it was cool that you both of you connected with Admiral Radio too. It was like, oh, look,
Yeah.
my friends from like this totally removed from the music world are connecting with people that I know in the music world. It's like a crossover episode.
I mean, I can talk to people, I connect people.
They're
Just
good.
don't ask me my opinion about your music because then it's gonna be a bad time. It's like, well, here's the deal. I
Yeah,
don't listen to music unless it's video games, and yeah, I mean, I'm sure you do good, but I cannot give you any objective response. Sorry.
right. Do we want to
What?
talk about? Oh, and what was that, Eric? Sorry. Go
Oh,
ahead.
I was gonna say we should talk about Lister's first meal after lunch.
So here's what happened.
We should talk about
First,
Lister's flight.
I was gonna
Oh,
get there
yeah.
first. So, uh, so I was supposed to be leaving from where I'm at in in the Kansas area from like 7:30 or something like that. Well, before we even left the house to get to the airport, email about a delay. It's like, okay, well that happens. I'll still good there. I'll still plan to leave for the airport at the same time because things could change. Who the hell knows? I get there. There's another delay. Then there's another delay. Then there's another delay. And then it says 1 a.m. And then like 5 or 10 minutes later, it says canceled. It's like, oh shit, we in trouble because I'm a couple hours away from home. Oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
And then I get an email saying you have been rebooked. It's like, oh, okay. Let me look at this. Leaving at 10:30. Okay, that's in about a little over an hour. All right, to Dallas. Okay,
No.
and a 9-hour layover.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
And at this point, you're updating us, and Eric's already with me at this time, and we're like, "What are we gonna do?"
Like, should we
yeah.
wait for it? You made the right call to say fuck that. Just go home. Yeah.
I did not. No, I did not say fuck that.
Oh no, John did. But like, should we wait for
Oh, yeah,
Lister? We're
yeah.
like, nah.
No, you absolutely should not have waited for me. That'd be a fool. That'd be a fool's errand. Um, but then I get to Dallas and it's like, okay, I have 9 hours. I have two options because it's like 1 a.m. at this point, or maybe it's just past midnight. I'm not really sure. I can either stay up at the airport for 9 hours and be incredibly tired, but I will be there for my flight, or I can get the airport to comp a hotel room, get some fucking sleep, and be rested, and then just worry about waking up in time to get to my flight in 9 hours.
Yeah.
I think we know where this story is going. I stayed at the airport, and I stayed awake for 9 hours, and I had my laptop and my Switch to I could switch my attentions and stay awake. And then we get on the plane, and I get an hour of sleep on the plane. It's like, first hour of sleep I've gotten in a while. That's good. Why was it only an hour? It could have been like 2.5. Fuck me. Then I finally get to the airport where you would be picking me up. And the plane lands. I turn off airplane mode. I look at my messages to send you, like, hey, I'm here. And I see a text. And it says, I'm sorry, but I can't be there to pick you up because of schedules. The soonest I can have somebody there to get you is in another 6 hours. I'm just like, but like, I just like my mind, my heart, everything just dropped to the floor. And like, I'm of two minds about this. Like, one, I was like, I'm mad. I'm pissed. I'm so pissed. But at the same time, I was just like, this is outside of literally everybody's control. None of us can do this. Like, the only option to be there sooner would be to get a cab to drive me like 2 hours, which would be an insane price. I wasn't gonna do that. I was like, okay, I'd be waiting in the baggage claim for 6 hours, staying awake again, because if I go to sleep, somebody could take my shit. I was up for about, I want to say in total 40 hours before I was able to go to sleep. And then from the time I entered the airport at home to leaving the airport in your area, it was a total of 25 straight hours to be either in an airport or on a plane. And one of those hours was I asleep. It was rough. And then we get to the place. We get to where like the kickoff party for the Tucson Folk Festival. And like there's a menu, burgers are on the menu. It's like, yes, I tell the person I want this burger. I point to it. I say plain bacon cheeseburger is what I say.
Yeah.
They make their notes. They write it down. Food comes to us half an hour, 40 minutes later. It was very busy. I'm not knocking the time of the service at all. But the food gets there, and the guy says, "Here's your Impossible Burger." And I'm just like, I don't know what the fuck that is. I'm confused, but I'm also very hungry, and I don't know what that means. I just need to eat something. But it stuck with me. It's like he didn't say cheeseburger or what I would expect. I swear he said Impossible.
Yeah.
And about like I think I was about like halfway through the thing. I'm just starting to realize like this tastes really weird. I don't know why, but it just tastes so weird. I look at the menu. I'm just like, okay, there is something called an Impossible Burger written on here. What the fuck is that? I don't get it.
Yeah.
I pull out my phone. I Google it. I'm just like, oh My God. I don't know where the communication breakdown was, but they gave me a
Horrible.
goddamn veggie burger. It's like literally never had one of those in my life. Did not enjoy it. You people that do, good for you. Not gonna be
Oh
something
my
I ever
word.
enjoy in
Oh
my
my lord.
life.
Yeah.
I've picked what remained of the bacon off of it, and I ate that, and I stopped eating. And then I think when we were heading back, we stopped somewhere. I think we stopped at the gas station because Flamezone
Right.
wanted more drinks, and so I was just like, "Here's, I'll grab a couple hot dogs or something." Like I need other food than
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
It's like,
Oh God, that's
Well,
quite an adventure.
I think it shows how hungry you were that you got halfway through it before realizing.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was just like there's something weird about this, man. I don't know what the hell's going on. It was
Right.
like the only
Well, if
food
you
I
didn't,
had had that day. I want to say it was like at 8 a.m. or like 6 a.m. or something. Like as soon as the restaurants in the airport were opening, I had like a McDonald's breakfast. It was like, okay, I know they're
Mhm.
always fucking fast. I can count on that.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And then it was nothing until I got there. So it was like 8 a.m. to
Mhm.
I don't know what time that event
Yeah.
was. Like it was like 8 or 9 p.m. I want to say. So yeah, I
Mhm.
was fucking starving.
Yeah. 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 Shout out to my friend Pablo and his wife Sarah for picking you up from
Yes.
Phoenix too, because if it were not for them, I don't know where we would have gotten with your transport. You would have eventually gotten there, but when? Right? Like, yeah. So yeah, Pablo really did us a solid because that's like we're already kind of fucked with this situation. So
Yeah.
thank you, Pablo.
It would have been
Oh my
Gabe.
gosh.
It would have been Gabe at like
Mhm.
10 p.m. getting me.
Right. Would have been something. Would have been. Oh, our friend Bob. I was like, Bob, I will pay you Uber rates to get Lister down. That's what was going to end up happening. Which would have been like 50 hours into it. I would have been out like $200. It would not have been a great time.
No.
Well, you ultimately got there, and
And we watched the
here's the
Minecraft
first.
movie.
Yeah, you watched the Minecraft movie, and this is very very briefly with my emotional self. I will say it was cool. It was cool to have you there, at Monterey Court and at the festival. And I was happy to share that with you and to have you see that this is the why I do it. Like, for my person, why I'm invested in it. You got to see me
This
fucking work like
this is
crazy,
why you're
like
busy as
crazy.
fuck the first 4 months of the year.
Yeah, yeah, it is. It is. It is. Eric got to see me on stage. And I mean, it's like, wow. It's like, wow, John, you were on a microphone, Jonathan. It's like, yes, yes, my friend. Yes, I was.
You're on a
So that was
microphone
cool.
right now.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I am doing it all over again. All this is all predating our live episode, live on that stage.
We were not on a stage for the episode.
We,
No, we
oh,
were
we
not.
will be
Will it be
soon in the
better
near
audio
future.
quality?
Yeah. Oh well, that was my mistake. I should have just brought my microphone like I said I would. Whoops.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Um, yeah. It was what else are we touching on? The escape room, I guess.
Yeah, we went to the escape room in like your local mall. We did like the Dracula one. It was the three of us and
Mhm,
Curb Walker, who has also been on the podcast
mhm,
and does Select Start Gaming with me in Way Off Trail.
mhm.
Uh, it was fun. I liked the presentation and everything they had for it, all the theming that they did.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Me too. Me too. And Eric and Zach and we all contributed, but like Eric was on top of it. He impressed me with like his contributions, and I was like, okay, cool. And at the end of the day, picture perfect finish.
Yeah.
5 seconds left on the clock. Probably we did it. we we killed Dracula.
Yeah.
And Yeah.
We
It
we
it
we
was
we almost saved Van Helsing, but he was actually dead before we got
And the funniest moment of that too, like with the whole thing is set up so like there's like a hidden room and then like, there's a coffin and then it busts open and there's Dracula sleeping and then Lister runs up with like a cane we hadn't used, a sharpened cane. He's like, yeah. I'm like, no, we have a stake, Lister. We have an actual stake right here. He's like, but we didn't use the cane. He's like,
there. I mean,
it
I
all
also never
contributed.
even
It all
like
contributed.
where did that state come from? Because I never saw it. That's part of why I thought
From
the king was competing because I
it was like
never saw this stake.
it was like in the armoire or something. I don't know. I
it was
found
like a
it.
really late chest, I think. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, something.
Yeah.
But that was fun. The guy that presented it, Dr. Flubba Gubba, was cool.
Yeah.
And it turns out Kelly, who hosts the escape rooms up in that area where they're at, so we can do a Canadian version of this trip one day
Yep.
Hell yeah.
and make that happen. Oh, and how can we forget? I think we should make mention of Trevor driving like 16 hours to get here,
Yeah.
practically, yeah, in a day, to attend the second day of the festival and to hang out with us and Gabe, and like he fucking went through it and so good on him. It was cool to have him for a few days. We did some fun stuff with him. We did the festival, of course, but we also hit up a local like board game tavern.
Yep.
You know,
I got to show you guys Red Dragon Inn.
Mm-hmm. So, which I enjoyed to a degree until I
Yeah.
lost first.
Yeah,
Um,
you got targeted pretty hard with the money.
yeah.
It's part of why
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
like the gambling and the money aspect of Red Dragon Inn because it's so unsatisfying to go out the way. It's one thing if like you get targeted
Mm-hmm.
with like the drinking and the
Right.
I can't
Damage.
think
Yeah.
of my word. Yeah, getting your fortitude. That's what it is. But when it's just the money, it's just like really that's why I went out. I lost
Yeah.
money.
Yeah. I know it was kind of unsatisfying, but the characters were cool. The world was cool.
Yeah,
It was
just
pretty
imagine all the other characters that aren't just basic and they have their own
good. Mm-hmm.
gimmicks.
Yeah,
Wrench, who
yeah,
can build tools. Natrell, who can throw bombs.
oh my god!
Keat, who
In
can
the
find
end,
treasure and he's
yeah.
an Indiana Jones type. You can play as the Winch.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that was it was a good environment to play that game in too. It was like, oh, like that was very thematic. But remember
Mm-hmm.
our server was like overly honest about everything. Where it's like, oh, it was like
You,
off-putting.
you could tell he was
He was a
not paid
character.
enough.
He was a character. He's like, I'm the manager, but I could say that, yeah, these tots are just reheated from Sam's Club. Here you go, man.
It's like thanks.
Yep.
Like, we called it a funny D&D name and then upcharged $3 for it. I was like, oh,
Yeah, it was like,
okay.
what the fuck, like Griffin shit or something. I was like, okay. God.
Griffin
Griffin
Nuggets, something.
Nuggets,
Yeah.
whatever.
Owl Bear Pellets. That's what the
Yeah.
tots are called.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's like I don't mind when things like give these funny themed names, but you gotta in parentheses tell us what it is really, because like, what the fuck is owlbear pellets compared to griffin nuggets? Like, I need to have clarity on what these things
Right.
are. Otherwise, I'm not gonna order them.
There was a
Not sorry.
board menu that had it all down, though. It was like, oh,
Not everything was
Pellets.
explicitly stated. Some things
Oh,
were, but not
yeah.
everything.
I had like a weird like it was I had like a weird experience too like with like this they're getting drinks there and like they had like a D20 like for a random drink for mini discount or whatever. And I roll it and I'm like, oh, I got like 7. What size? Like, oh, we're out of that one. It's like, oh, do you want to do this one instead? I'm like, okay. I roll it a second time, like, okay, I got 17. Oh, we're out of that one too. It's like, why are they an option on this D20 that if you're out of them all the time?
Because he's the
Oh
guy
my
that
God.
updates it and he hasn't updated
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. I think he did tell me that explicitly too. Like, yeah, I should really update this. I'm like, maybe. Like, I don't
Yeah.
know.
It's like, gee, you think?
And we played
That
that
was so sad.
white girl version of Cards Against Humanity. That was weird.
Oh yeah, that was
What
that was
the-
so weird.
Yeah. But that also informed our game of Jackbox the night that Trevor was leaving. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, calling back to that. Haha, very funny. That was fun.
That was
honestly.
fun.
I do. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Next time we'll have to prioritize getting some games of Smash in or whatever. But Jackbox was fun for like on the go or
Yeah.
off the cuff, kind of like just super fast. Like, oh, we have to go to the mall, do the escape room, and then Lister's leaving with Curb Walker, and Flamezone and I are going to Phoenix ourselves. It's like, okay, we're splitting the group now and sending Eric back home. It's like, okay, we could play a few games of Jackbox before leaving the Airbnb. It's like, okay, that was fun.
And me and Lister and
Turbo.
Tommy.
oh, Turbo, yeah, Turbo. There you go. Or Trevor, I was trying to say. It's like I was like Tucker. Some Tucker never seen right.
Tucker!
Me,
What
Zantok. Me, Trevor, and Zantok actually did play a good bit of Smashes with this. There's just distinct lack of John there. That's all.
Yeah. And somebody apparently doesn't want to play with items or anything fun.
I did play with items to my
You didn't
chagrin.
want to.
No, I didn't want to. Oh,
Did you only play as Fox on Final Destination too?
that's what I wanted. But
No, of course you did. Of course you did.
Never. If
Is that
I
what
am
the
hosting the
dog is?
room, there will always be items. The items will always be set at high, and all stages will be turned on, and hazards are on. I do not turn on stage morph though, because that's just a problem.
yeah.
It could have been a
Well,
cool thing, but I
contract
don't think it was done well.
Mhm. I don't think it's coming back. That's an easy feature to lop off.
Yeah, especially
yeah,
because
what's
it
up with the
prevented some
Canadian-
stages from coming back.
Mm-hmm. What's up with the Canadian fetish for no items?
Is that a Canadian thing?
Eric, Kelly, Jacob, like all three of you
Yeah.
would prefer to play that way.
I think it's just like a because like it's to be honest, like if it's a party game scenario, it's actually more fine. It's like okay, we're all like having fun, but like when it's 1v1, it's like it's less skill based. If you randomly get like a health drop on you, or you get a poke master ball, and then Lugia is killing everybody. So it's kind of like, yeah, I think it's just to the competitiveness.
That's where the fun is for me, though. Like, I like the
Mm.
randomness.
Yeah, me too. I think maybe
enjoyed
we'll
it.
get together again one day. The mix will be, we could do a mix of it. Not just one or the other. I guess. And that'll be fair to everybody. But that's funny. And yeah, Trevor mentioned you had a good time with you guys doing
Yeah.
that. I don't. Oh yeah, I was working that night. That's what it was.
No, you were sleeping.
Trevor and I both crashed for like 7 hours, and then I woke
Yeah.
up.
All
I was
three
like,
of you
I know
did.
it's
I was
8 o'clock.
awake working on shit.
Yeah. But then I came out of the shower and Trevor was
Ew.
gone. I was like, what?
Like, uh-oh.
Yeah. And then you're like, oh, Trevor said he was bored waiting for you, so he went to the house. And I was like,
True
okay,
story.
well, yeah. It's like, okay, well, I need to work anyway. So then I just like worked until 1 a.m. on computer stuff, and you guys were up.
Yep.
That's
It was
cool.
it was nice to have that day off, like after the folk festival, like that Monday. Like everyone's just like, let's just fucking chill for a sec, hey, like just recoup, because yeah, it was a busy time.
Yeah, you, Lister, Trevor, Gabe, and Bob all kind of just became. I was like, go out as like you were my Pikmin until like 11:30 at night. That's like, go do these things, and you're like, okay.
I mean, my perspective was just like we all like this is a music festival. We also all know I'm not a music guy, so it's not like I was gonna be like, oh yeah, I want to go catch this show or this group or whatnot. Like that would not have been a sell point for me. But I was like, oh, but I can like stay behind and help out and contribute. It's like supporting like that. That's a better role. That's more why I was present. Like, I'm not going to be watching any particular shows. It's just, I don't, not that I don't care, but I don't get that kind of enjoyment.
Mm-hmm. Well, you did a good job at helping, so thank you.
And I saw a Tucson musician who was like pretty hardcore, I guess. Like he was playing a song and like his string like broke live and like cut his thumb, and, like it like flung off, and then he kept on playing. Huh?
His thumb flung off.
No,
The
not his thumb, like the
string.
the
I know,
string.
I know, I know.
You saw him look at some like suck it, and he kept on playing. I was like, oh my god,
Oh my gosh.
no
Yeah,
messing around.
that's how some of these guys are. Old school, man, to a fault.
Yeah. So okay, like is like I'm like, did anyone else see that or like what the fuck?
Probably, yeah. There's probably a photo in there somewhere. Um, yeah. So we talked kind of about faith. Oh, Eric mentioned his favorite moment was the festival and watching the Minecraft movie. Um, I guess we can go around the room. What was that for you, Zantok?
Probably the escape room.
That was a lot of fun. That was a
Or
lot of
no,
fun.
actually, you know what? No, let me amend my answer. Watching the direct with all three of us in the room
Mm,
watching it for the first
Yeah,
time,
yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
that's a
which
good
was then
one.
immediately spoiled by the fact that we could, but the audio quality for the episode recording was not ideal.
Yeah.
But watching it there, that was fun. I liked that.
It was. It
Uh,
was.
It was so yeah, that's a good answer.
like
And the yeah.
I enjoy getting like even with like when we're all separate, like when there have been big directs that happens, like I'll sometimes jump into like the Discord's voice call, just be like if anybody pops in, because I enjoy like I would not want to watch a streamer overreact to things.
Hmm.
It's like I want to be able to watch, but like watching it with people that I know, I like that.
That was great. That was a lot of fun.
It was so funny when oh, so go ahead, John. You go for it. Go ahead.
No. You can, and then I'll share my favorite part. You go first though.
I have a quick comment where I thought it was so funny where like John like or like the computer's freaking out and like you can see like the little window of YouTube pop up of like a preview and we're like, no, turn it on. Like, it's just like
It's
a
like no
spoiler.
spoilers.
38 minutes.
Like, what is that? Is that a cow? Oh no. Oh.
Luckily, the cow was not spoiled for you or me. It was some erroneous game. I can't even remember what it was.
It
Like, oh, I
was.
guess.
Yeah, it was some base. It was part of like the random third party roulette part of
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Yeah. And
Thank
we
goodness.
ran into a guy who was clearly inspired by the cow being playable in Mario Kart World when we found on the way to a Minecraft movie, seeing a man in a cow onesie riding on a motorcycle on the way to the movie theater.
Yep,
It's
that
like
happened.
that is definitely inspired. I could post that on the Supercast Brothers social media pages. We would have the first post in like 2 years. It'd be incredible. That was like such a it was like little moments like that. You're like, yes, we are on the sacred timeline. We're moving in the right direction in this life. I have faith in myself for this very brief period. That was
That
pretty entertaining.
that restores your faith.
Yeah, for a day.
Okay, I was gonna say like because I'm not there yet. My faith in the way the world is going has not returned.
Yeah. I gotta yeah, there are people and situations that give me faith. Not necessarily in an umbrella way, however. Or like hyper local pockets. Umbrella,
Hyper
no.
local pockets. Got
Yeah,
it.
like one person it's like The Sims. It's like one person standing there like, you're okay. Anyway. um I was trying this whole episode to pinpoint one thing, and I could say like, oh, the folk fest and sharing with you, or something, or having Trevor here and this. I think collectively we did so many different things, and it was all part of the experience, and I enjoyed all of it. Like I really,
Yeah.
the one thing I'm missing here are friends like you both and friends like Trevor, who I can just get with and hang out and chill out and game with or like the social friend, not the friend that you know because you work or you do something. The
Yeah,
friend without any pretense. That's what I'm missing here. Like I'm very close to a lot of people in Tucson and I love them. But it's like I wouldn't have known them if I didn't work in music.
yeah,
So like this is different. These are my friends who have known since I was a kid, and that's cool. So
Yeah.
having that in person and interacting in a way that, I'm sure all of us don't get to as often, now that we're adults. That was cool.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah, me
I
at the first
like
time at the
the-
airport and be like, "Are you real?" Like,
Like, oh my god, he does exist. He's not just an AI.
yeah, it's not just someone Jonno made up.
It's not secret weapon.
Yeah, it sure ain't. It sure ain't, because that would have been someone Jonno made up. Anyway, yeah, it was good. And we'll do it again someday, probably both
Yeah.
in and out of Tucson. I am very invested in the idea of visiting y'all where you are at too.
Terrible idea.
And, yeah, I know. Oh, I know. But again, hyper local pockets. Your where you are will be very special to me, even if it's in the Midwest.
I don't want to
Technically,
be
it
in your
goes for both
pocket.
of you.
What do you say?
uh, I'll, I will be in yours.
No. No.
Um, there were cool. There was a cool local shopping experience too. Lister got some dope ass dragons.
That's true.
Yep.
Yeah, brought back those chamoy flavored gushers, whatever. Like there's like a booth that they sold like fruit gushers or something with like chamoy sauce on it and stuff.
What the
And I brought it
fuck?
back and had it. Yeah, no, I brought it back like here and gave it away as like a giveaway to my work colleagues and stuff. Oh, they're like, oh, it's actually quite good.
Yeah. Did you get that from the Mexican candy store at the mall? I can't
No,
remember.
it was just like this booth at the folk festival, like on the
Oh,
street. Yeah,
it was Dirty Tea Tamarindo.
yeah, that's right. I think.
Yeah, yeah, I know her. She's cool. She's cool. Yeah, that's a local thing for sure. So good on you. Cool.
It was nice.
And I guess rounding it out, the one other point I can think of, what especially you, Eric, you were so mystified by the American fast cuisine. Like this has been a subject of our discussions. Like Quick Trip was a magical
Oh yeah.
land far, far, far away. I've even sent you a Quick Trip polo as a Christmas gift, like an employee work shirt. Which, regrettably, and probably also for the better, you did not wear in a Quick Trip while you're here.
I did bring it. I actually had it in my suitcase. I was like, when's it appropriate to do this?
Anytime,
Yeah.
you'd have walked in, and Lister and I would have just started asking you questions, and you would have been in. You'd have had a whole chat. Um,
Oh, remember the? Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. You finish your thought though.
no. What is it? Remember what?
Oh, I was gonna say like
Remember me?
well, remember me.
Oh my god!
But the yeah, like the food was really good there, and like a grilled cheese, we got some cheap ass grilled cheeses there and stuff. Like it was as wonderful as you described, and I just
Yeah.
I actually remember something else is like a anecdote, but remember like those dill pickle Slim Jim fucking
That
things
was
I
so
opened.
disgusting.
I don't know why you guys. Jonno, come on.
It was so disgusting. Just like an open, it's like a fucking bomb went off in the car. You're like, don't open that in here. It's so nasty.
I did try it. I did try it just for you.
Yeah.
Just for you.
I
Just for you. It was
refuse
bad.
because I have a fucking brain.
You do. You do. And that has brought you places in your life that I can only
Dream of.
imagine. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That was the question though. Flamezone in particular, but yeah, Lister too, of course, and me. What was your favorite food you had while you were on your trip?
Ooh,
Yeah.
favorite food overall.
Basically, what was your favorite of the 20 fast food joints we hit up?
If your answer
Yeah.
isn't Taco Bell, man, after you were just desperate to go there.
Well, it is up there. I think at least be top three. Um, I actually liked a lot of the like. I don't think I had an issue with any of the food I tried. They're all really good. The Chili's thing was really. I've never been to Chili's, so that was really good for like that sit down place.
Yeah.
Um,
Tacos and that Chili's. That's for sure.
but I think if we want to go to a fast food fear, I would say like that Butter Burger place you went to was my favorite.
Culver's.
Yeah,
I've,
those are
I've
all
been
really
I've
good.
been to ours a couple times since I got back.
Yeah. Was that also yours, Lister?
No, I I like how Chili's has the burgers, but also I don't remember the name of it. That restaurant that you and I went to, Eric,
Oh,
where I
the
finally got
Western
the
one.
yeah, the one where I finally was able to get the chicken fried steak since fucking Chili's doesn't have it anymore. What the fuck?
I thought
So
it
I
was
was
like
able to get
Bubba's
there. It's
Grub
like,
or some
ha,
shit like that.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was something like that.
Bub's Grub. Bub's
Bub's
Grub.
Grub.
Two
Yeah.
B's at the end.
It was good too. Though. I had good onion rings. It was good.
You mean
Yeah,
garlic
the
rings?
one that you guys, yeah, the one that you guys walked to from your Airbnb, like 2-3 miles.
Yeah,
I was so tired.
Eric was probably
it was hot.
Eric was probably dying. Like I can't imagine. Like it's good that you left when you did because we had a little heat spike for a week, like
Oh.
the day you left.
The last day was hot. Yeah.
So after the Tucson trip, like I spent another week up in Phoenix with Curb Walker,
Mhm.
and I didn't know this was happening, but I woke up one of those days and like at 8 a.m. or something, power went out. There was
Oh,
planned
yeah.
maintenance, which meant no AC and no ceiling fans. Like,
Oh no.
oh no. Like,
Yeah.
I'm already sweating. This is bad. Curb knew about it. I did not get the memo. And he had already planned for us to be out the day. I just didn't know about things. And that's the day we went to mini golf.
Poor Lister in the AC too. We went to Airbnb. He had the wrong remote for his room, so like he had it super hot in there for like the majority of the trip. And he's
Yeah,
like, "Hey,
it was
this one
The
controls."
last day. The
it was
last day you
only
figured it out.
no the second to last day. The last night is when I figured it out. 'Cause I was like I had the thing at full blast and was like, man, why is it still hot in here? Like I've got this thing going. And then I opened the door, it walked into the living room, it's like it's really chilly in here.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
the hell? I look at the AC unit, and it's like, and it's just blasting. It's like,
yeah.
huh? Wait a minute. Pushing buttons to make it go down.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
son of a bitch! I grabbed the other remote that was in the living room. I go to the room I was staying in.
Yeah.
AC, 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 AC.
Mhm.
Ah, I can feel a difference starting. And then we left shortly after to go somewhere. And when we got back, I opened the door. It's like, my room's an icebox, just how I like it. Yay!
Yeah.
It's even worse because I think that one day that John was there with us, we went into your room and we were like looking at each other like, this is actually pretty warm in here, hey? Or something like that. Like we acknowledged like it was weird that it was so hot in there and we didn't say anything.
Yeah, it's like, oh,
Oh no.
yeah.
Yeah, I just like, I guess that's just how it is. I didn't know.
Pretty nice joint that you found though.
It was good.
It was a nice Airbnb, cheap. You know, I comparatively to the others, I was like, oh, it was either this like small small pad
Yeah.
that fit 2 people comfortably, or you get the hot tub, but you only have one bed in like a 50 square foot room, and you're sleeping in the hot tub for the entire time. So
But I went with what we did too. The hosts were awesome too. They're so friendly and stuff. I was like, this is fucking sick.
There
And,
were
like,
cookies there
you-
waiting for us.
Yeah, that was wild.
yeah.
I've
I
never
would
seen that.
say, yeah, like I know where to recommend for other people coming into town who are like, oh, I want to, find somewhere to stay. I'm like, oh, here you go. Here's the place.
Yeah, go to
Legit.
Murphy's.
Yeah.
Shout out.
The Frog Fury Rayman Legends.
No.
Oh yeah. Oh, the host of the Airbnb. Yeah, they were really seemed like they were really gracious. So that's cool.
Yeah. Gave me a good review, gave them a good review. It was just a good experience. Oh, remember me and Lester were we were walking to Bub's Grub and we're like, oh, look at all these little bunnies running across the road very quick.
It was walking. I think it was when we were walking back.
Oh yeah. It's like
Yeah.
Just like a little rabbit, and then Hawk comes flying in, grabs and it takes off. It's like,
oh.
That and your
GG.
description of the coyote carcass also.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. We on the way back, we noticed that there was a coyote carcass. She's like next to the road,
Melting
like,
in the sidewalk.
Shit.
Welcome to the wild, wild west.
Welcome to Arizona.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeehaw.
Yep. And the sound that Eric made when he was describing the bunny being taken away, like it's like, oh boy, that was funny for me. But yes, it is traumatizing to see happen. It's like not great. But that's nature for sure. You get a lot of it out here too.
Is that nature?
Oh yeah, that's
Oh, okay. That's the word for it. I wasn't sure.
yeah.
Yeah, and like jabalinas are a big thing too. I never saw one, but like I never even heard of them before this trip too. I'm like, what?
The what?
But you look them up. A jabalina, right? Like the pigs, wild pigs.
Yeah.
Oh, that was not a
Yes.
conversation I was part of.
Yeah, they have
You-
that.
you- you know- yeah.
Yeah. What were you saying?
Oh, I was gonna say, do you remember like that like the pig with like on a balloon in like John's office there? Like that's a jabalina.
Yeah.
Like those
No,
little
because I
wild pigs.
stayed out of his personal space.
No, it was where we took a picture of Curb Walker at the end. It was in that space.
Yeah.
I'll send you the picture and then you'll know.
Okay. Sure.
And apparently they are like I even like looking up after because I was trying to tell my mom and she's like what, and then it was saying like
Yeah.
like it was they are kind
Habanero.
of localized to Tucson, like not even just like Arizona but like to Tucson. I'm like, oh, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're cool. Don't get in their way, but they're cool. Oh, and just like we live in a fairly rural part of town, north of Tucson, removed from it. So you were 10 minutes from my place, so you got a lot of that. You got all the animals and stuff, the wide open nature of Arizona, which is pretty cool, like the open sky and the mountains, and it's a nice backdrop. They had a great place, like again, a great thing going at the Airbnb. You also get like some of the other rural affects. Remember, surely Lister remembers when he thought that the Airbnb host was talking to me when I came to pick you guys in. And then it was Jehovah's Witnesses.
Yeah. Yeah, because like I saw like people like driving in, going over to the other side of the building. It was like, oh, that must be the owners. They're getting back from something. Nope. It was Jehovah's Witnesses. Like, oh, okay. Have a nice day, but we're leaving.
Yeah, I was really surprised that like they drove in there and just like was actually in people's property. Like that's
Oh yeah,
yeah.
that happens.
Yeah.
In Canada is like you kind of if they're street adjacent, you'll come to the door. You don't drive into people's property. It's so weird. But,
Yeah. Well, you learned a lot about traffic laws in Arizona when you were here.
yeah. Yeah.
You saw
We don't have any.
you saw a lot of that's Tucson for you, and that's Phoenix for you. Like it was nuts. Remember the fucking totally like not worked on road bump that you and I hit on the end hitting Phoenix, Eric?
Oh yeah. Oh no.
Oh
It was like whoa.
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's Arizona for you.
All right, so
Yeah.
about time to wrap things up here. Let's talk about the Minecraft movie. Let's talk about our trip to Arizona. Any final thoughts that we want to have before we end things off here?
Yes. This is a crafting table.
I knew it was going to be something. You know what I want to craft right now?
Flint and steel.
No, I want to craft an ending to this episode. So, Flamezone, carry us out. Final thoughts.
It's great to meet all y'all in person. It was like John was saying, like surreal. Even now, we actually made it happen.
Yeah.
That was a lovely time, and we're gonna 100% do it again, and we're gonna do it sooner. So, I want to
Sooner?
jump in. I want to jump into taboo with you.
I don't know if I can
Sooner
afford
than
to do it
18 years
sooner.
away. Sooner than 18 years.
Oh,
is what
okay.
Yes.
Sooner for me would have been
That-
would be 2 years. Like two, it
Come
was
on.
2 years when I last saw you. It's like I don't know if I can do sooner than 2 years. I don't know about that.
I may be seeing you both again where you're at before long. So we'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see.
It'll be you traveling this time, having that expense.
Yep.
All right. With that, we're gonna go ahead and close things out here. Next time on Super Cast Brothers, it's a Smashtopia episode. Who are we making a moveset out of? Well, it's the character that we were supposed to make a moveset out of before we switched plans and did Tingle live to include Flamezone here as part of the shenanigans. And all I will say about who they are is... What kind of teaser I want to get for this one? Don't make them mad. Because...
They wear the same color I'm wearing now.
Yeah. Yeah.
They have the same color hair as me, too.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't pay attention to his hair color. With that, though, we're done. It's an episode. See you later.